Oh, the beautiful City Hall. And they don't have the fountain running today. There's two of them. And, well, actually, there's a third one in the back I haven't seen. I never really paid that much attention. It's like a baby one. I think it was winter when I noticed them. And it's the kinds that I appreciated at Wave Hill because they sort of drape down. And these have sort of pom-poms, but they're not quite. What they are is new growth on the edge of each branch. And they look like pom-poms. They're just beautiful, and you can sort of smell them. I'll get them. I have a new way of doing a selfie where I can get the item in my selfie with me. So let me do that here. I love it. I can't see on my phone very well. It's doing some weird things. But this is the fun part. Okay, so to my special quiet friend, I was trying to show these trees. This is a particularly wide one, which is old, and it's very tall, and it's one of those birch that I believe are native to here. And it's a birch type tree. I'm not sure what it is, and I believe a lot of these are native, and so. These are beautiful with the pink. I had a blossom one behind my home where I grew up that was pink, but it was lighter pink blossoms in spring. It was beautiful. I never noticed it while I was growing up because I was at school. Well, you know, I played after school, but I just didn't notice the pink blossoms until I was older. Anyway, this is the side view of City Hall. I one time left a case for the City Hall court under a door with permission by the police. At that time it was all closed off. And so anyway, well actually that's City Hall over there. So this is the building behind it. And I love the front of this building, and it's part of City Hall. I don't know what it is. And then the buildings across the street have the beautiful doors. And I always wanted to design doors. But anyway, yes, springtime in New York. So beautiful. And of course the municipal building with the gold at top. My son always called Dwayne and Reed. And then I later found out the history of Dwayne Reed is that it used to be at Dwayne and Reed Street here in the city. So here's Reed. I don't pay attention to street names, but I know this city like the back of my hand. And so this is Reed. And I think Dwayne is to the left, but I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna go through here and go to the Federal Building, which is right there, up top there. And there's the Federal Court, and there's the church. There was a corner of it. And I'll do more of the video then. This is the back of the African, look at those chains. And a little original, maybe original ironwork. But anyway, this is the side of the African American burial ground. And look at all the people now. Oh, how nice.
So basically, now
So anyway, a very nice security in that building, 290 Broadway, which is that one. And that's the Federal Building, and I used to work down the block from that at a lunch crowd. I was there almost 2 years, waitressing. And anyway, so a very nice security came out when they were constructing that museum type thing. And he let me know that all of this ground is what was African American burial ground. But what I found out is it's not burial ground. This is where they were existing, both free and enslaved, it says. But I don't know about that. But I know that what they had, what the free blacks had, were orchards, apple orchards, wine vineyards. They had farms and schools. And this stuff tells you about it a little bit. This is one that tells you about the burials. But look at that. It says, "Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mine digging in my own backyard? You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness. But still, like air, I rise." Now, I don't know who said that, but it says African landowners and farmers under Dutch rule, based on the artwork of Charles Lilly. And I'm not sure who made that quote, but it's perfect for me, especially how I've been harassed all of these years. And I walk these grounds of this New York, all around this city, in that type sentiment. And here this says, out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide. Welling and swelling, I bear in the ride. Sorry, the tide. I'd like a ride. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise into a daybreak that's wondrously clear. I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise. And I know that's not from Maya Angelou, but I think she probably took her sentiment from part of this. It says the Granger Collection, New York. First slave auction in New Amsterdam, 1655. Not that she took it from this ground. No, I don't think anyone really reads this grounds except me. anyway, there's another one that says about the schools and all of that. I think it's over there. So I'm gonna go over there and look for it. I'm thinking they could have taken it out and put this, but I don't think so. I don't think so. That's the International Trade. So this is getting all torn up, the ground. I'm afraid that it could be removed at some point. But here it is. This is one of them. Very happy to find. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We hold these truths to be self-evident. Oh, that's our founding fathers. That all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And this says about the Revolutionary War, Foley Square, and all of these things, which is beautiful. But I'm running out of camera space. Of battery, so I need to go look for the other one. 1 second. Can you imagine if this little story shed has been plopped on top of that said about about the fact that they had orchards and vineyards and all of that? I don't see it. Well, that would be interesting. I'll demand that they move that like right now, like yesterday. Those are fuzzies similar to the tree that I was pointing out today down in my neighborhood. Where are these from? I don't see the same tree, but these are weird to be over here. They have to be from the same type tree. Maybe it's the birch type ones. I don't see the other, but I do see the birch type ones. Interesting. Anyway, I'll be demanding that they move that, but I have pictures of it. Okay, so this is a tree that I recognize the trunk and the bark from. It's just on Houston. It's right up the block on the other side of Houston. and it's small, and it drops these berries that I picked up on my way to Wave Hill one day. And so there's something else here that's furry on the ground. Maybe those berries have fur at a different time of the year. Very interesting. I'm not sure. But they have little leaves that are like fans. I may have just found it. I see the green, I see the Liberty green of the metal turning color, but I'm not sure. We shall see. And I'll do my little walk the line. I can't tell how far enough if I am zoomed out or not, but because I can't see anything on my phone, the screen is playing tricks with me. And then it doesn't zoom. Okay, there we go. So there's a wolf or a fox here. It says people of the stony country. Hey lapi e chenque he las. The place where the sun is born. Menacenic on the island Muncie, a northern branch of the Lenape or Delaware Indians. The Muncie tribe fished, farmed, and hunted on this island. William Penn described their appearance as tall, straight, well-built. They tread strong. The homeland of the Lenape Hoking, was a vast domain that stretched along the Atlantic coast from what is now New York Bay to Delaware Bay between the Hudson and Delaware River valleys. I don't believe it. I believe the Lenape moved in on what was here, who were here. I don't believe that they were part of this New York at all. I believe that's why they sold Manhattan for $15, because it wasn't theirs to sell. But it's okay. And this is not the one that says about the orchards and vineyards, but I have pictures of that. This is fully square before 1600. Yeah, sure. Someone's been working double time to tear all this up so that it gets removed. But what they did was, you can see they plopped that right on top of where the thing was, because it all lined up. See this walkway with the red marble or granite? That's granite, I believe. It lines up with over there where I was just filming from. And that is where all these things were saying about what was here before. And so they plopped that story shit right on top, as if, oh, tell your story, Loretta. No, I never fucking would. People who hear my story are lucky. You hear that? They're lucky. Absolutely. And not really many people have. Although I talk a lot. That's not my story. It's just experiences. And yeah, this is my experience. So anyway, I got a rock from here. Now they did all landscaping, which I believe was here. But there was a rock that I got from one of these trees. And I don't believe it was one of those small ones. I believe it was one of these, but these are behind fence. I don't know that they always were. I think the fence might be sort of new. And this has all mulch. There definitely wasn't any mulch. Something smells. All right, anyway, so this was, I think, the tree. I think that was the one, but they put all mulch and fence around it now. This one doesn't have mulch. It has maybe original grass. Original grass, original trees. Maybe that's the one I got the rock from because it was close to the walkway where I was leaving. There's no fence, and I think that's the case. So I'm gonna see if I can find some rocks on any of these trees. And here are some of those fuzzy things. I don't know where they're coming from. I just saw them earlier today. I have to take those. I'm thinking of taking this rock, but it seems too meant to be, plopped up high like that. Is that possible? That it was just left here? I feel like somebody put it there for me, but I'm gonna take it. This one looks a little terracotta. And this one I like the moss green on it. And the moss green on this one. This one's a little slate, but I'm gonna leave that. Oh, I'm gonna use it to get this one. This has moss green on it. Oh, that's beautiful. The green. I don't want my bag to break. But, okay, I think I'm done. Oh, and a heart. Or it looks like a heart. And a dark heart. What is that? I don't know what that is. Is that a rock? I'm not sure what that is. I'm gonna leave it. Okay. And this one. And that's it. Okay. And then I'm gonna see what's over at this one. Where I believe I got that other rock that's like an iron. Yeah, this is where. And look at all of them still here. Yay, so nobody has really copied this much. They're busy copying my other stuff. Okay, so I need to paper or something to put this in. I guess it'll make it if I put it in this. I could just move some of this stuff into my bag. Okay. So let me turn this off. This is the rock that I got on the side of the Supreme Court. That tree that I was just describing in the video. It has some kind of design on it, possibly. It's hard to see in this video, but it looked almost like a teepee at one point. Ridgeway. Oh my god, a ladybug. They were my friends when I was a kid. I can't see it in the phone. There are two. Hi, ladybugs. This has to be native and original grass. I'm gonna take some of this grass. This rock was stuck there. Amazing. Okay, I'm just gonna get one nice size one. Well, this one's too interesting to leave. But I want a nice size rock from here. Maybe that's in the ground. Well, that's slate. Okay, that's all I can do. I don't see any big rocks. I'm just gonna take this. Okay. So where can I put this? So that's separate from the others. African American and also fully square grounds. And maybe fully square is the name that it came from. I'm not sure. But in any case, I wanted to do some artwork on tree bark of the birch type trees years and years and years ago. And I've been thinking about it again. And now it's almost like reading tree leaves if you get a piece of bark, it could have a little bit of not tree leaves, tea leaves, or like I've been looking at different things like coffee grinds. Some people do that, not coffee grinds, but the coffee condensation that gets left and stuff like that. But anyway, okay, so so interesting.